Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to some more Phoenix Wright, Aceattorney Trilogy. Where last time... specifically Trials and Tribulations. Where last time, on episode 5, Bridge to the Turnabout, we got to the first trial thing. Yes.
Starring Edgeworth.
Who's going to be a defense attorney today.
Yes.
Oh my, Mr. Luis feels that way about me?
Sorry, someone's messaging me. Okay, anywho. Distractions aside.
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
Stop blushing. I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing. People don't like me.
Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on that night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Luis is a witness today?
No.
I'll just beat him in an alley.
I believe that none would be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Donham, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well, then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes.
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed?
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Okay, let's do this. February 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 7.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
So weird seeing him on the left side.
Yeah.
And with a badge. Defense does indeed
too.
appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
Don't worry, I'll arrange for the
Pays off so
prosecutor.
nobody shows up. Well, I guess we win on a technicality. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean prosecutors have full confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant...
Objection!
What? Okay. Ooh. Francisca too. The prosecution stands ready.
Of course you would want to fight, Edgeworth. And you are?
Francisca von Karma, prosecuting party.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance, you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma.
Legends are a thing of the past. I am of Ankama. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There's no such weakling as this man amongst those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't? I'm sure once before in this court.
I told you, there's no such weakling.
What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip at—
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip. I quite like it, actually.
You don't?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there's still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I've been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Histrionic.
Histrionic. I've never seen that word before.
Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. I hate it.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
The murder victim is a famed picture book author, Miss Elise Dornham. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well, the court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
Got a photo.
There's no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there's a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
I mean, you can't see that yet. You don't know what's in the future.
Yeah, true.
It's like I'm good. Small.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our pain-plagued witness.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me. Well, I'm the head nun. Okay, I forgot her voice immediately.
I mean, it's close enough. Seems to be the same vibe you were doing. It's fine.
Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Ah!
The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave? Larry just gets up and just walks out of the courtroom.
Yep. No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dude little Iris could do something like that.
Let's hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh?
The night of the
Definitely
murder.
Canadian.
Definitely Canadian.
Like, see, he says A and a boot. Talks about hockey and maple leaves. He's Canadian. Get it?
Stereotype. Stereotype.
Stereotype, go!
That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to the Hazakura temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it.
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
Sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There's only one problem with his testimonies that I could see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle. Now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
The night of the murder. Me immediately actually looked at the photo we got. It's just important. We already saw most of it. See if there's anything weird. There's something. Footprints. There's no snow on her, which could, I don't know, imply something. I don't know.
Alright, let's see, so what do we got again? So,
Got that. We got autopsy. Lots of blood of step.
fell and stabbed.
She fell 10 feet after death. Iris supposedly rung bells at 10 and then went in her room and nothing happened to her. Here's a picture of Elise. I don't think we need to look at it. We got the magazine, weather data, the map, a note to Iris, which we now know was just Larry. Iris's hood. There's a
Never
scroll.
seen a love letter before.
Horrible love letter.
Love letter so bad that woman fears for her life.
Yep.
Anything jump out at you that you're interested in, or just press everything?
Let's say the bath, and then also, what did she see? Let's press those two things. I think that's important.
We also need to know if she really did see Iris over there, because Iris supposedly did not go.
I mean, that's probably something that you could just do, is be like, well, Iris said she didn't go. Then everyone will be like, well, that's just her word. Of course she's gonna say that. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's a contradiction we're supposed to point out and be like, well, she said she wasn't there.
Well, you want to just press
Maybe.
it and see what happened. Press these last three statements.
I mean, sure, why not?
Spookie's
left.
only the prosecutor, the defense attorney, and the witness right now.
Yeah, it's okay, guys. I got this.
Press it all.
Go ahead. I love reading this much.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay. I'm not actually mad. It's funny.
You left Iris to help. With what?
What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter into the training exercise proper.
Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple?
Well, the job is simply to watch over the Acolytes so that they don't pass away.
Just to confirm at this point, again, that night.
The only job is just to make sure they don't die. That's all. They just gotta make sure they don't die. It's nothing big.
No biggie. Don't worry about it.
You met Iris in the inner temple, correct?
Yes. She's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions.
See much there. Let's press the bath.
So you returned to the Hasakura temple in order to take a bath.
My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or do in or be done in kind of world after all.
How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking?
My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? Oh, this is why you have to watch the young ones.
What are you going on about? I was...
Pathetic Miss Miles Edgeworth.
The lowest of the low.
Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck on the defense's bench?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Oh, I love this. Edgeworth was just getting the just desserts. Anywho, business was coming too, but anyway. Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long. You understand, so...
The crime took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true.
There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness memory is. Memory and observation skills are.
Alright, so
like
left
it's-
Iris. Do you want to just say that she didn't go there?
Yeah.
It's gotta be this. Like, it's the only thing that makes
Yes.
sense.
And then everyone will be like, of course she said that, and then they'll make fun of us, and then we'll get more testimony.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on the powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hasakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. This discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No, she said that. A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is clearly lying to cover her back.
That is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Ah!
All people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here?
Because you deserve it, I guess.
Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear, you're older than me, and yet you want to play the game, do you?
Well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you'll need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that that alone would do the trick.
Just be like, no, you, and then just... And please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. Let's return to the cross-examination. They're after me like charms.
Just exactly as she had been at dinner. I'm gonna press that.
Oh yeah? She didn't have a hood, so better press it.
Press it just in case.
Probably. Yeah, because that'll probably give us more info.
Are you sure that you're not making a mistake?
You young man need to get your estimation of me up from the floor.
Oof.
Iris always wears the same clothes. The smallest thing out of place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me. You're making a mistake. Thinking I made a mistake.
An excellent finish there, witness.
Still, I have to wonder.
So yeah, just present the hood.
She wasn't wearing her hood, so if you're saying she was wearing the same thing, then some other lady that was wearing a hood showed up.
Yep.
Banish this witness to the Shadow Realm.
Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Did you like that delivery or something?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Just wait a minute.
Good. Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this is the hood that was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
All the boxes.
Oh my god. She's on like 10 of those things. God, she's small.
I would assume it has to be one of those, crates with, all the different little panels to it. That or she's on like 10 pizza boxes. But
Yeah.
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this.
Instead of
Now I
hiding them.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
Order in the court. Witness your response.
Sister. Just heard you have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares, well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. Stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
This is quite strange. Wah!
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Witness. Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. You must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath, on your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation.
We get it, Edgeworth.
After my bath.
He loves his analogies. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise in the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was home, Mystic Elise, and with that sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of the window.
Okay, so obviously we just throw the autopsy at that last statement, because she was pushed out the window first, apparently. Or no, after, not first. So yeah. Something supposed to have been stabbed and then pushed. So saying that she was pushed and then stabbed is wrong. Got him. You saw a truly incredible sight, didn't you? I was in your place. And it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that.
This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
Gumshoes. Like, that would be like if you would...
Gumshoe's just repeating him at the same time. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. My God, I cannot speak. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
After my bath, cross-examination.
Yeah, just swoosh to that.
This has got to be this right.
Yeah, stabbing occurred after. It's like an autopsy says directly the opposite.
Objection!
The princess is like, you forgot the updated autopsy report.
How dare you use my own magic against me?
Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you were overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, Would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
That's right. This is after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Order! Victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Stonham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave bloodstain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Wow!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there is even a...
Oh, God. I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this. As I'm sure Your Honor is well aware, of when the stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place. It acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions.
Order! Must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
It seems. Now we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now. But you are. The weight of winter's snow has bent me out of shape.
I am on the box.
Especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we're finished here. Don't do that. She may like it. Get her out of here.
I'm gonna put on the bikini.
With the whip.
Francesca's just adding more roommates.
Yeah, she is. She's got her own harem here.
Let's move in.
Oh boy, all right.
Oh boy.
Further details.
When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I'd never seen so much blood before. That was when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. Okay, one thing though, we found her on the ground right next to Elise, so what was up with that? If she, like, saw it, she would have to, like, run over there and then pass out.
That faint.
Yeah.
I guess she was like, saw
They
the
didn't want to
murder,
draw
or
more
what she thought was the murder
Yes,
happening,
just-
and since she ran out there to see if she was okay, and then she was dead, and then she fainted.
I guess.
So all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Von Karmas strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection isn't a possibility, Francisca von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that.
As he calls her by her full name, which you just complain that she does.
Yeah.
Right.
We both got it from our mentor, our father figure.
Alright, so I would say the blood.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen so much blood when we just got done saying there wouldn't be blood until the weapon's pulled out. So it's like, you didn't see her stab her, it's like you're saying that what you saw was her pulling out the sword.
I guess press it though, because you don't have evidence that says that, right?
Yeah, we
Yes.
could try pressing it, yeah.
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating at home. And her blood-freckled clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well.
That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further.
Yes. Always go big or go home. It's only a trap like 2 times or something. So always just going.
Yeah.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I say that what I saw was what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed. But I saw the girl pull the sword out after her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add the statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine.
How do you know it's not important? What do you mean?
So its blade punched into the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Okay, now take a look at the weapon.
Like,
And what about that scream smooth?
and all the way to the hilt. Like,
Branch
you stabbed
sword
all
all the way.
all these different spikes through the person, like,
Yes,
impaled
all
on
the
it.
way to the hilt, and the blood's only on the tip, so it's like, no. Nothing
Wrong.
smooth or all the way to the hilt about this.
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about?
Phoenix Wright wouldn't have been forgiven.
Yes.
Right.
Unlike Phoenix, Edgeworth's like, I make this look good. Points to the badge. No.
It's the Sephiroth bangs. It gets them to swoon all the time. And the scene that the witness claims to have seen.
You see Edgeworth with long hair in the back and just be full Sephiroth. No.
Yeah.
He just has a sword in his suitcase. It just extends out.
The weapon was thrust up into its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean? Please explain your.
Explain yourself.
To start with, don't you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how you look at how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Force multiple branches through this person's body and just rip through them.
Yeah. Doesn't appear. What's meaningless, Zerbo?
Was the victim bisected or not?
I too may appear to be weak and frail. But I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose.
We get it. We don't need to know about your activities out of the courtroom. Objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
Somewhere. What's her name is sneezing.
That isn't the only issue here. If the sword was truly stabbed into the body up into the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
We also have to prove we also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when the blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
Objection!
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a Shinchishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Objection!
I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction.
Not even his final form. You still got more?
He's so smug.
This one is simple. If the sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No.
Order! Ah!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could manage maybe one, if that.
What does this all mean? You're proving contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but...
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shinchishito.
What?
a foolish idea, born from the foolishly mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. My God.
Freestyling.
Mumble rapping doesn't do good for anyone.
Remix.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was a murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mystic Army was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shinji Shito was the murder weapon.
Order!
So maybe the Shinji Shito was not the murder weapon. Even if that's the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Response, Mr. Edgeworth?
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that was found.
Like how this is just like the reverse what always happens to us. We're just like, how about you prove it? And it works. We defeat them by asking them to prove it, and then they got nothing.
I love this. Such a power trip.
Clearly, Phoenix just needs to actually think like a prosecutor and let the law work for you.
Yes.
Another mystery to throw into the pile. This judge just hates getting whipped, so he's just immediately like, no, answer the question. Trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something?
No.
Oh, I hate you. Not you. I'm just memeing. Anyway.
Trust me, I didn't think it was an attack.
Okay. All right.
Now I do, though. I'm like, hey, what do you mean? Why'd you defend that so hard? No.
Okay. I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen?
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
Location of the weapon.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it might be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw track that indicated that the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 minutes to use one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into the Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that, but she could have driven a snowmobile after that. After all, yeah. Anyway.
So you can drive snowmobiles.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in the front of the main gate. Here is a photograph.
Snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in the front of Hasagura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Parax photo taken that night from main gate to Dusky Bridge.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes?
I want to look at it.
Got tracks leading up to it, but you don't got tracks in front of it for when it went out to begin with.
But if it was snowing while they were using it, then, like, did it snow really hard and, like, I don't know.
Maybe it could have covered
We
it
have
up.
weather, right? So what's the weather say?
Okay, what's the weather say?
Right.
You have one job.
This one.
No, not that one. The weather data.
I'm looking for the weather data. Which one is it?
Right there.
To the right.
This.
Same
Right
piece
there.
of paper as the other one. Yes.
No, it's snow.
7 to 10:50.
So the snow stopped after 10:50, so it shouldn't have been snowing, which means the fact that there's only tracks going there proves that it was not used to go there and back. It only came from the bridge. At least after it was done snowing. Okay, we solved it before we even got anywhere to where the question is.
Which means it'll be the most difficult cross-examination because we're like, we know what the answer is. And it's like, that's not what we're supposed to be at.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River currently river's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter. Making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of their murder weapon?
Sorry about that. Disconnected for a second. Okay.
Oh.
Earth, your cross-examination, please.
Location of the weapon. Let's see. Okay.
Throw it at that, I guess. The weather report.
I can just attempt to just chuck it and see if it works or if we have to press stuff more first.
Objection!
Okay, that didn't seem to work.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we do.
Or that, or we throw the photo itself, because that's what actually shows that.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Objection!
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from leading out of the bridge, and those from coming back.
Well, you're right. You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. Oh, she was at the river. The snow stopped. Leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? The idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks.
There is a contradiction.
Contradiction.
It's the
Seen
weather.
before, though. There is clearly a contradiction.
The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why there's a rude index finger currently pointed at my general direction.
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
No weather data.
Take that!
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away at that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report from the Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report?
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m. It stopped at around around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Order! Very well then. Looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Wah!
It's too soon to be closing the trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic you are to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
No, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Ah!
Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
Stop snowing at the Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. We need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
Come this far. There's no turning back now.
Didn't mention that the picture
Crime
of the body
scene photo.
did show no snow on the body.
No snow.
Yeah, that explains it.
Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Huh, you can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where's your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
No snow on the body.
It's lick of snow. It's on the statue right next to her, on the rocks and stuff, but she's completely untouched, so it must not have snowed after she was there.
Yep.
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is...
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo would tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is...
Look at the picture.
Do you have eyes?
Only got the one copy of the photo and Edgeworth is holding it. So she's like, what?
It's too far away. The
Look with
courtroom's
your
too
special
far, I
eyes.
guess.
The victim herself, Miss Elise Donham. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed. That's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks.
That. Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
So, Egg, you still here? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want from me? No.
Well, I mean, the judge said some stuff, but then it didn't say anything. Or maybe he did, and I didn't hear you.
I'm pretty sure you said something recently. Must be something on your end. Who knows?
No.
It's okay. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, and if it does, we'll just reset. And not reset like the recording, I just mean like you like rejoin the call.
Right.
I'm sure it's
been
fine.
specific. Yes.
To be honest, I am not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Mm.
Can I say something?
No.
Please don't. This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. Maybe it was planted there. Which can only mean that that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said she never went there. I should probably press this point, but some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross a suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
That sounds right.
But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. Oh. It was Larry.
It's plain Larry.
Something smells, it's usually the butts.
Yeah. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that... isn't it possible?
Order in the court. What does this all mean?
So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the murderer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used a snowmobile to return to Hazagura Temple.
Hmm.
I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
I think we've learned all we can from this witness. Take her away.
Yes, please throw her off the bridge. Yes, I have nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness, who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking, perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely.
Somebody whose name has to do with an ass.
It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out there wandering like that. Like Larry Butts. Unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame.
Hold on.
Brain blast.
Something is coming to me. Mother, I had an epiphany.
All these references are going to fly over people's heads. Anywho.
An idiot may well have gone wandering around the subarctic that night. That subarctic night, whatever. Your Honor. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
You know someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder.
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are two things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
First, that he saw something incredible the night of the murder.
And the second being...
This individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? Phoenix,
Yeah.
right? No, Larry.
Maurice.
Take that!
This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc Deladuc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Dono.
Her student? Interesting. Why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder?
That's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man. What exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him, right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for his trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday. But today I'm going to get everything out of you.
Court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break.
Especially your heart.
Ms. Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness.
Kalima.
Kalima. Kalima.
Understood, Your Honor.
Larry alone in a room with Francisca. It's like, I don't know if he's gonna make it to the stand. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. He's like, you were offering massages. Can I get one of those?
He just like crawls in there, army crawl style, with his ankles broken.
She just hangs him with her whip.
I just need to, for next time, destroy Larry. Final battle with Larry.
Yes, we must finish him off.
Everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
Objection.